Today I'm simulating an NFL season, but each team will be trading their entire offense. That means every quarterback, every running back, wide receiver, tight end, and offensive line will be shipped out together to a brand new franchise. And I have no clue how this is going to turn out. I mean, I guess we might build a couple super teams. I don't know.
I could see that as a very real possibility.
I'll be honest, it did take me a while to figure out the logistics of how to pull this video concept off, but I did. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to use this magic hat random name generator to pull NFL teams. And the first team up is going to be the Washington Commanders. Okay, interesting. They are now the offense that is going to be traded. Okay, just keep that in your mind. As now I'm going to generate a second team. The Washington Commanders are on the trade block, and this is the team they're going to be dealt to the Denver Broncos. Okay, let's get it started. Just like that, our first offense has been traded. Jaden Daniels, Bill Krosky, Terry McLaurin, the entire Washington offense is now on the Denver Broncos with, of course, a pretty freaking good defense. I mean, is this our first super team? We'll find out. And from this point forward, we're going to make these trades in ladder fashion. So because Denver just acquired a new offense, their offense is the next one to be shipped out. Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton, and company are going to be moved on to a brand new team as we pull another name. It's, wow, already the Eagles. Okay, it's been rough in real life, but especially here on Madden, I mean, the Eagles have a really talented defense, and now their offense, I mean, I guess honestly, it's kind of on par with the Eagles offense in Madden at least, so we'll see how it goes. That was a lot of words to say. I think it was kind of a lateral move for Philadelphia, whose offense will be oh, my Seahawks. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. At the exact moment I'm recording this ahead of week 7 of the NFL season, I think my Seahawks offense is kind of cooking, especially compared to the Eagles, but I mean, Jalen Hurts, 99 Saquon, 89 AJ Brown, you can't really argue with that. Our defense is really good too. This might be another super team. And now my Seahawks offense, Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Jigba playing like the best receiver in the NFL. Oh, the Carolina Panthers. It took me a second, but that's a homecoming of sorts. For the aforementioned, Sam Darnold spent a couple years there, of course, infamously with the Panthers. JSN looking good. Kenneth Walker. I mean, it's a really good offense. I know I'm biased. Unfortunately, the Panthers defense, I don't know, JC Horn, Derek Brown, do they have enough pieces? Only time will tell. We move to the Panthers offense, which isn't the best on paper, but they're playing well in real life. They're off to the Vikings. Just so many weird connections. Sam Darnold back to the Panthers. He was, of course, with Minnesota last year. Kevin O'Connell kind of resurrected his career. Can he do something similar with Bryce Young? They've got Rico Dowdle, arguably the best running back in NFL history, and Minnesota, their defense is pretty loaded overall. I don't know why I'm acting like surprised or shocked that this is happening, but so many fun new fits for teams. Okay, the Vikings are going to Tennessee. All right, then. I kind of think even Titan fans would agree with me when I say this is unfortunate. JJ McCarthy, Aaron Jones, and 99 Jettas. I mean, it's cool, but the Titans, they're really bad. I'm not sure what to say. I guess the question becomes, is Minnesota's offense good enough to pull that Titans defense up to relevance, as the Titans offense will be traded, oh my goodness, to the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, man. The Chiefs have a pretty good defense. Chris Jones, we know Trent McDuffie, some good pieces. They're a championship core, but yeah, get ready to learn Cam Ward, buddy. I'm sure Cam will turn into a good player. I mean, maybe Andy Reid can help him, but this probably sinks the Chiefs for this season, Sim. More importantly than that result, though, the Titans to the Chiefs, it means we've got Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs on the move. Oh no, our screen is glitching a bit, but the magic hat does draw through the lag. The Indianapolis Colts. Man, the Indianapolis Colts, what a story this season. Shane Steichen has them playing some phenomenal ball. Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor. Now they're getting replaced by Pat Mahomes. Pacheco's kind of whatever, but a lot of receivers. Kelsey, it's Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's obviously an upgraded offense for Indianapolis. Unless you think Daniel Jones greater sign than Patrick Mahomes. You know what? If that's your take, I'm gonna just let you cook. It's a little too hot for me. Daniel Jones and the Colts are moving to the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie, I just watched the Steeler defense get absolutely dismantled, picked apart by Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals. But on paper in Madden, they look good. So Danny Dimes and company, they should probably be a contender in the AFC. Aaron Rodgers also had a phenomenal game in that Thursday nighter. Him and his offense from Pittsburgh are on the move. They're heading to Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta's defense on Madden, it's not looking so great. They got some playmakers in the secondary, and honestly, Aaron Aaron Rodgers and company, a big downgrade offensively. I mean, you're losing Bijan and Drake London, but we'll see what the old man can do. And speaking of Bijan, Drake London, Michael Penix and company, the Falcons offense will be traded to the Houston Texans. Okay. On the surface, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Falcons offense. Drake London trying to carry my dynasty squad, but I don't love this for them. I don't know. Maybe the Texans, well, you know what? The Texans got some pieces according to Madden. Maybe it'll work. Does the Texans offense still have enough pieces as we're lagging again to make their new team a contender? The Cleveland Browns? I mean, I guess maybe. Nico Collins, really good. Joe Mixon has an intact foot. I don't know what is going on with Joe Mixon in real life. Yeah, I don't know. Cleveland's got some ballers defensively. Anything can happen. Not gonna lie, I'm not excited for whatever team ends up now with the Cleveland Browns offense led by, okay, I don't, who are they even gonna be led by? The poor Detroit Lions. I mean, we know about the Lions defense. When fully healthy, they're a bunch of dogs, but the Cleveland Browns offense looks like Dylan Gabriel is gonna start. Deshaun is healthy in this universe. As I was saying it, I don't know. Yeah, I guess Dylan Gabriel will try and lead this new Detroit Lions offense. That is really unfortunate, especially now because the Lions offense is about to be traded, which will be a huge acquisition for the New York Football Giants. That being said, though, as we look at the Giants defense anchored by Dexter Lawrence, pretty good. I mean, is Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs? It's cool, but it's no Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo, am I right? They are such a fun story, man. Dart, Scadaboo, and the Giants are going to be traded next. They are off to the LA sunny Los Angeles. Okay. The Chargers and Giants being linked just reminds me of Eli Manning for Phillip Rivers back in the day. Cam and Dart, there they are. I'm not going to lie, the Giants offense looking pretty mid. I don't like the Chargers' chances here. Those two white boys have so much aura in real life, but here in Madden, it hasn't quite caught up yet. The LA Chargers, going to New York. I mean, the Jets defense is certainly no joke. They've got the pieces, and when healthy, we saw for a couple weeks, the Chargers offense is fire, but yeah, it's the Jets. Like, it's not going to work out. Once again, I say something like that, I don't even think Jets fans would be mad. They're off. Oh no, that's terrible. The worst offense in the NFL, Justin Fields and the Jets, now joins a team with a worse defense, and they were already 0-6 in real life. I mean, this is bad. This is really bad. On the other hand, Spencer Rattler kind of looks like a dog with a lot of his deep throws. Him and the Saints are going to be on the move. They are okay, Miami. Not gonna lie, I kind of see the poverty franchises from in real life in the NFL kind of staying the poverty franchises, including Miami, unfortunately. Hey, very quick, I wanted to pause the video to give a huge thank you to all of you for supporting my channel. The beginning of Madden 26 and this football season has been insane. I am very grateful, and I want to hear from you down below in the comment section. Question of the day: what is your all-time favorite football moment or memory? I'm sure it has to do with your favorite team. You can let me know that too down below. For me, my favorite memory is definitely the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. It was kind of a lame game because they absolutely blew out the Denver Broncos, but hey, if your team's on the right end of a blowout, it's an awesome memory. Again, thank you for all the support here on my channel. Let me know your favorite NFL memory or football memory in general down below. But let's see if the Dolphins offense with Tyreek and everybody fully healthy, can they make an impact on this video? They're heading to Arizona. I'm not sure how to feel about Arizona's defense. I kind of think it's on the weaker side, at least according to Madden 26. But like I said, fully healthy. Oh, Madden has Tua at a 77. I mean, I'm not even saying that's unfair. I just kind of thought it would be higher. That is tough. Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals offense will be the next team traded, and they're off to Green Bay. Okay, there is no way around it. Defense looking good. Micah Parsons. That is a big downgrade for the Packers offense. Yeah, I'm not. James Conner's healthy. That's fun, though, at least. But what do you want from me? The Packers do have a really good offense. A unit that is now going to be on the move themselves. And what? Oh, my. Yeah, okay. The Micah Parsons list Cowboys defense. Where did Micah end up? Oh yeah, Green Bay. Well, they now inherit Green Bay's offense. I know Packer fans are going to yell at me for saying this. I actually feel like it's kind of a downgrade in Madden for the Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Love, Jaden Reed. I mean, yeah, losing Dak and CD, that's a big hit. Obviously, what Dallas would have needed was a transplant on the defensive side of the ball. Anyways, their offense is going to be on the move now, and they're going to LA as well, the Rams. Interesting. It would be sick if we get Rams Cowboys now in the playoffs. There's CD, Javonte Dak. I mean, the offensive line is kind of weak for Dallas this year. I don't know. Maybe the Packers do have a better offense. Time will tell. The Rams defense, Jared Verse is awesome. I mean, I guess it's solid all around. Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae, and the Rams offense on the move next, going to Chicago. The Bears defense, another pretty mid unit with all due respect. They've got some talent in the secondary there, but Matty Stafford, Puka, I mean, the skill positions with Matt Stafford, that should be a huge upgrade for Chicago. Maybe Caleb Williams will hear me say that and use it as motivation for his new team as the Bears offense is going to Tampa Bay. Honestly, tough for Bucs fans. It's not the worst unit they could have picked up. Plenty of, wow, X factors here on the Bucs defense. Not the worst unit they could have acquired, but Baker Mayfield's playing like the best freaking player in the NFL. I'll be honest, he's amazing. And now the potential 2025 MVP Baker Mayfield and his receiving core is off to Buffalo. Wow. I'm definitely not going to say Baker and company is a huge upgrade on Josh Allen. I mean, that would be crazy. Josh actually did win MVP, but it's certainly not a downgrade. I mean, that is so much firepower. Mecca Buka, only an 80 overall. Come on now, Matt. Now with Josh and company kicked out of their home in Buffalo, where will they find a new home? The division rivals. Okay. An average Patriots defense, I would say, coached by Mike Vrabel, so pretty good. They're playing really well in real life. They now get Josh Allen. They've got baby Josh Allen and Drake May. Now they get the original thing. That could work out for them. Yeah, sure. We'll call Drake May baby Josh Allen for now. He and his teammates will be on the move now, heading to Florida. Okay. Again, I'm recording this before week 7, but the Jags at the moment sitting at 4-2 in real life. What a surprise, but they're playing some really good football. Hopefully they don't fall to 4-3 by the time you're watching this. Anyways, Drake May, Stephon Diggs turning back the clock a bit. Travion Henderson, he's going to get no touches. That's the Patriots offense. T-Law, Travis Hunter, BTJ and company, Travis Etienne are going to be on the move now to Cincinnati. I just watched on Thursday Night Football this Bengals defense get absolutely dismantled, shredded by old man Aaron Rodgers. Man, what I'm going to be thinking about that game for a long time. T-Law, Etienne, BTJ, overall wise, they're not great, but they play really well together in real life at least. And we've only got 3 or 4 teams remaining. It's hard to tell from my list. The Cincinnati Bengals offense is moving to Las Vegas. Old man Pete Carroll now has a healthy 97 overall Joe Burrow with 99 Jamar Chase. Man, what a duo that is. Why did Joe have to get injured? Speaking of injuries, Geno Smith, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just playing absolutely terrible this year. And the Raiders offense off to San Francisco. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Seahawks fan, so I don't care about the 49ers. It sucks. Their injury situation, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, crazy times. And again, now they got Geno Smith, which is, not great. As our magic hat will pull the Baltimore Ravens, our final team. And I'm just putting together now what that means. Look at the Ravens defense when healthy. Looks so good. Oh, the 49ers offense when healthy. Yep, that's a super team. I don't know how else to say it. They are going to run the AFC, I fear. Now, the Ravens were the final team we'd pull, but now their offense has to find a new home. Well, if you remember the beginning of this journey, the Washington Commanders are the team with an open offensive slot, as Jaden Daniels and company were the first offensive group we traded. Well, now they inherit Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers and company are now a part of the Washington Commanders. Dude, that part of the USA, it just makes no sense to me. But there you go, ladies and gents. I'm excited. I don't know how this is going to go. Even taking off the Bengals, a healthy Joe Burrow with his cast of weapons would indeed lead the NFL in passing yards, just shy of 4,900 to go with 39 TDs for the Raiders. Drake May, baby Josh Allen was dropped onto the Jacksonville Jags, and he went off 4,500 yards and a league-leading 41 passing touchdowns. Wow. Surely thanks to a lackluster Titans D causing plenty of shootouts, JJ McCarthy would actually finish 3rd in the league with over 4,400 yards passing and 34 TDs. I didn't see that coming. After JJ, I mean, that just blew me away. Patrick Mahomes and the Colts, sure, why not? 4,300, 39 TDs. Tua actually did get it done in Arizona. Geno, I was hating on him. He threw for over 4,200. And Jalen Hurts with my Seahawks, what a season. I know Eagles fans wish he was doing that in real life. After that, a bunch of guys with really nice seasons. Jaden Penix, you see it there. Jackson Dart threw a lot of interceptions. Josh Allen didn't hit 4,000 yards, but 41 touchdowns to 8 INTs. He might be an MVP candidacy in MVP talks, depending on how they simulated. Baker with the Bills, only 3,522 TDs. I thought their offense, their whole team would be unstoppable. I guess we'll find out. And, bringing up the rear, it was Dylan Gabriel starting for the Lions, and he didn't play good. With the 49ers offense now in Baltimore, it only made sense to see Christian McCaffrey atop the league with 1,549 rushing yards plus 17 touchdowns. Former Raven Derrick Henry continued to churn out numbers in Washington now, also eclipsing 1,500 yards and finding pay dirt 10 times. While Madden cover boy Saquon Barkley did his thing in the Emerald City, just missing out on 1,500 yards, but he was the propelling force of the offense in Seattle for sure. Actually, now that I say that, he had a great season. Jalen threw for 4,000 yards. Bro, I might have cooked up a banger video idea specifically for my Seahawks. I obviously didn't mean to do that on purpose, but what can you do? Bijan Robinson was amazing in Houston. Jacobs, Mixon, Kyron. Yeah, everything looks in order. There's Ashton Genty. I want to see if any names stick out. Quinshawn hit 1,100 yards. Nice. Old man Najee Harris with his intact Achilles went over 1,000. Obviously, way too many 1,000-yard rushers, but with injuries off, it kind of makes sense. I like a lot of what I'm seeing. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, your 3 rushing leaders at QB. Those numbers are a little low, but it's Madden, so what can you do? As you might have guessed, paired with Burrow in Las Vegas, Jamar Chase would lead the NFL in receiving by a mile, over 1,900 yards, plus 24 touchdowns. Absolute monster. Tyreek Hill turned back the clock with Tua in Arizona, league-leading 125 catches for 1,757 yards, plus 19 TDs. And without injury or suspension, Rashee Rice in Indianapolis simply ate just shy of 1,700 yards while also hitting the 20 TD threshold. What a season. And look at the greatness of my receiver leaders. Jefferson, Metcalf, Diggs. Do you notice what you don't see? You don't see Ray McLeod up here. You don't see Andre Yoshivas. Shout out to Tet McMillan, by the way. You see a bunch of legit wide receiver 1 and 2s for their teams. You even see a tight end Brock Bowers going over 1,000 yards. Tyler Warren, another one, and George Kittle right around 1,000 yards. Amazing. Obviously, the touchdown numbers are way too high. Khalil Shakir probably shouldn't be there. But again, the names, they don't look outlandish. I have to pick on him again. No Ray McLeod there. And obviously, I'm talking about this for a reason. Before I did the season sim, I went through all 32 teams and made one small change that I think fixes the wide receiver sim stats. I mean, you saw the evidence right there. For whatever reason, if you boot up a Madden franchise with the default roster, if you look at the Cincinnati Bengals, for example, their starting slot receiver will be Andre Yoshivas, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because Chase and Higgins are the wide receiver 1 and 2, so Madden probably thinks, oh, Yoshivas in the slot as wide receiver 3, but Madden also thinks that slot receivers are the only people who should get to touch the ball. So whoever is the slot receiver in the depth chart, I mean, their numbers go up. That's why you see these random names having 20 touchdowns and 1,500 yards. I went through every single team and changed their slot receiver to be their best receiver. I even put George Kittle there, a few tight ends, because yeah, tight ends can be go-tos for different teams. I'm not saying it makes sense to have Tyler Warren the slot receiver for the Colts or the Steelers, but in terms of maximizing the stats and getting the best looking receiving numbers, I mean, Drake London in the slot for Houston, he led them in receiving. That is exactly how it should. I figured I would share that for you guys in case you were curious. I know it's a lot of work and you probably won't want to do that for every team, but I'm going to try and do that in all my videos moving forward because Madden sim stats, they just really bug me. More important than the stats though, the standings. The NFC East was a juggernaut. Lamar and the Ravens offense led Washington to the playoffs. The Giants with Jared Goff and the Lions offense won 11 games, and the Eagles just ahead of the Cowboys with Bo Nix and the Broncos offense. Just one team out of the NFC South. It's not Baker Mayfield, it's Caleb Williams leading the Bucs to 12 wins. Speaking of Caleb Williams, he was replaced by Matt Stafford and company. The Bears make the playoffs, but the Vikings with what? Bryce Young? I guess Kevin O'Connell could do it. 11 wins. And rounding things out, one team from the West, my Seattle Seahawks, the best team in the NFL, 14 wins thanks to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense. Over in the AFC, Baker's numbers look mid, but he and the Bucs offense led Buffalo to 12 wins and a playoff spot. The Patriots also getting in there with Josh Allen because, of course, the Colts led by Patrick Mahomes. Again, I say, of course, they made the playoffs, but look at the Titans with JJ McCarthy. Yeah, he put up insane numbers. I guess they're a playoff team. In the North, the Pittsburgh Steelers, thanks to Danny Dimes and the Colts offense, they win 12 games, while the Ravens barely sneak in with the 49er offense. I mean, look out for that team in the playoffs. While also barely sneaking in one team out of the West, it's the Denver Broncos with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders offense. And I'll be honest, that was a lot lot, so many stats, so many standings to go through. We got to narrow this thing down already. I want to get to the good finishes, so we're going to skip through the wild card weekend. Okay, where we see completely chalk results in the AFC. The 49er offense on Baltimore, I can't believe they didn't simulate better. Over in the NFC, though, we have a 6 and 7 seed advancing. Our best wild card result from the AFC, the Indianapolis Colts beat the Titans 42-38. JJ McCarthy, what in the world? He outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's not his fault they lost. Over in the NFC, though, Caleb Williams and the 2 seed Buccaneers, well, they got upset by Bo Nix and the Eagles. Bo didn't even play great. J.K. Dobbins, though, found pay dirt twice. I mean, I'm kind of surprised both these teams, neither offense is, outstanding. Also an upset, Lamar Jackson and the Commanders. He played great, did Lamar, 242-3, but they lost to old man Matt Stafford and the Bears. And look at this. I disrespected Bryce Young and the whole Panther offense. He had a nearly perfect passer rating as his Vikings took down the Giants with Detroit's offense. And just before we get to the divisional round playoff games, I have to show you that Joe Burrow won MVP, even though his Raiders missed the playoffs. Also, Drake May finished second, even though his Jags missed the playoffs. I'm not going to lie. I think we need to start prioritizing winning more. Jalen Hurts is hashtag my MVP. Let's go. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase just ahead of Rashee Rice. That makes sense. DPOY Harold Landry, I can talk, over Kyle Van Noy. While in the NFC, Tyreek Hill won Offensive Player of the Year. Jonathan Greenard wins DPOY. There you go. Our divisional round matchup opened with the Seahawks versus the Eagles. That's Philadelphia's offense against their defense. I love it. And it is a downpour in Seattle as resident of the Pacific Northwest, just in Canada. I feel it, man. We're about to head into a season where it's just raining every day. It's actually sunny today. Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith. Does anybody care about what I'm talking about? No, let's just move on. Oh, wow. This game is an absolute barn burner. Hurts finds AJ Brown with just over 3 minutes remaining. Seattle takes the lead, but this game is by no means over. Wow, it is so hard to see this game. Madden, I don't know if this is a great idea. Anyways, Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos offense in Philadelphia taking possession. I feel like I have to mention who the original offense is at least once. Here we go. Bo Nix and the Eagles offense. They need to march down for a full touchdown. The Seahawks defense just got to bend, don't break. By the way, I'm not doing the auto pass where I know which play is coming here. This is full CPU gameplay. Dobbins is slipping and sliding. He fumbles. Who recovered? Oh, the Seahawks recovered. Kobe Bryant, what were the Eagles doing on that possession? Dobbins was slipping around. Obviously, the ball is wet, gets knocked loose. The Seahawks recover, and that's going to be game. We'll get one look at the Seahawks offense here. I guess Philadelphia does have all 3 timeouts. Hurts, AJ Brown and company against their former team. Hurts first down and then some. Dallas Goedert. Well, that'll definitely end the game then. It ends up being 24-20 as the Seahawks would kneel the ball out. I don't know what Philly was doing on that final drive. Jalen Hurts masterclass, by the way. 28 for 37, 350 and 2 TDs in a downpour. Saquon Barkley, 15 for 76 and a touchdown. Not bad either. Pittsburgh versus Indianapolis. This is the Colts offense versus their defense. I love these matchups. It's also Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense suiting up for Indianapolis, and they are making quick work. 3 plays on their first drive. Mahomes to Pacheco. Well, okay. Pittsburgh, you better have an answer. Long story short, they didn't have an answer. Fullback Derek Parrish makes it a 2-score lead now for the Colts. And just before half, Patrick Mahomes to Rashee Rice, a 7-yard TD. It might be over already. Danny Dimes and the original Colts offense absolutely shut down as Mahomes and the Colts, yes, the Colts, really feasted. Moving on, we get Baker Mayfield and the 1-seed Buffalo Bills taking on Denver. That's Jaden Daniels and the Commanders offense. And we get snow in Buffalo, but not too much where I literally can't see the field. I mean, it's perfect football weather. Oh no, Baker and the Bills punt on their first possession. Okay, we got punts everywhere here. In fact, our first points of the game don't come until Baker finds a Ibuka for the Bills. We are already into the second quarter and a second straight blowout in the divisional round. The AFC not giving us much competition, 28-11. That might be a scoregami. It looks weird in my eyes. Oh, by the way, I meant to show this earlier. It just feels really weird to me. Baker, we saw his stats, only 3,500 yards and 22 touchdowns. Bucky Irving had a really good season, I guess, 16 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, but it's not like he put up an MVP type season. The Bills were just a really balanced offense. Godwin, Ibuka, Evans all fell short of 1,000 yards. Mike Evans, your streak is over. I don't know. It's just for a 1 seed, I feel like I would have seen more dominant numbers. Just figured I'd point it out. As our final divisional round game, Bryce Young and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Matt Stafford and the Bears. I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely trust the Rams offense transplanted to Chicago more than I do the Panthers. Oh my, what? Matt Stafford to Puka Nacua 75 yards on their second play from scrimmage. Well, looks like I know ball. Or maybe not. Bryce Young to Tet McMillan. That's going to bring the Vikings back to within 3. Okay. And we get to the end of a close game that I didn't jump into because the Bears simply milked the clock. I kept waiting for the Vikings to get a stop. It never happened. Honestly, that's on me. Poor content creator moment there. Puka had 2 monster touchdown catches in the first quarter. The Vikings answered. It was a close game. They then traded touchdowns in the third quarter. Chuba, then Tutu, and that was it. That's why I didn't jump in. As on to the conference championship weekend we go. The Bills with Baker Mayfield taking on the Colts with Patrick Mahomes against the Seahawks with Jalen Hurts and the Bears with Matt Stafford. I love it, man. Also, the rest of each of those QBs offenses. I'm not trying to be biased towards QBs. It's just, it's just what I said. And we are starting in the NFC Championship game at Lumen Field. The Seahawks with the Philadelphia Eagles offense goes 3 and out. The Chicago Bears with the LA Rams offense, well, they are marching and they put the first 6 on the board. Tutu Atwell again. I thought I fixed the slot receiver issue. Never mind. Actually, Puka's putting up great numbers this video, so I'm not complaining. Saquon gets the Seahawks on the board, including a field goal. They do take a lead. Jalen Hurts now passing a touchdown to Saquon. It's about to be 24-7. How did this happen? Oh my goodness. A classic conundrum for yours truly. As a Seahawk fan, I'm ecstatic at the way this video is going. As a content creator, I mean, another blowout. That is not what we wanted to see. A huge win for Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the Seattle Seahawks. He played really well. Jalen 306 and 2 TDs. Matt Stafford was cool too. But look at Saquon, 16 for 84 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. The Bears with no real run game. While through the air, it was another monster game for Puka Nacua, 7 for 140 and 1. AJ had a touchdown. Saquon, 3 total touchdowns on the game. Man, that Eagles offense is humming in Seattle. And the Seahawks are indeed off to the Super Bowl, where they will be joined by the winner of the AFC Championship. Will it be Pat Mahomes and the Colts or Baker Mayfield and the Bills? It's Indianapolis putting up 3 to start the game. The first 6, though, goes to Baker and the Bills. Mike Evans on the receiving end. And I just realized what was at stake here. We're about to have another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. I mean, it's disguised, it's hidden a bit, but we can't have that. Come on, Baker. I'm being openly biased, but let's go. Baker Mayfield does lead another touchdown drive. Emeka Buka, what a stud. Oh my goodness, Baker Mayfield and the Bills. They've had every single answer all game, all season long, and they've now got the Colts on the brink. It's a 9-point game. The Colts, Patrick Mahomes, they're going to have to go so quick here. They need a touchdown and a field goal. You see the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. But you got to get moving right now, Pat. You got to take some shots downfield. He's rolling out. Oh my word, he is taking a shot downfield. Yo, it was broken up. Are you kidding me? It was right there. Basically, every single player number is screwed up after all those trades. I think that was Xavier Worthy down there. Dude, I can't believe it. Patrick Mahomes just threw that ball like 75 yards on the run. Madden is so crazy. I'm rooting against Mahomes and the Colts, but wouldn't it? That would have been amazing. I wish he would have hit that pass. That would have been pure chaos. Here we go, Mahomes. You're going to have to take a shot deep again. No, never mind. I'll give credit to Shane Steichen and company dialing up that deep pass from Mahomes, but now it's been dink and dunk since then. You need 2 scores. You're not even getting out of bounds. Out across midfield, though, into the hurry up Mahomes. Can they at least get a touchdown here? It would be nice for, it'd be nice to get some chaos here. An onside kick. It's another short route to Rice. Now a minute and a half left. 2 timeouts burned for the Colts. They did just stop the clock. You have to go to the end zone. What are we watching, man? I know it's just Madden AI gameplay, but from this spot, you have to take shots at the end zone or kick the field goal, the analytics play, and the onside. It's so over. It's so over. Ed Oliver sits down Patrick Mahomes. That deep ball to Xavier Worthy was almost one of the greatest plays I've ever seen watching a Madden sim, but not meant to be. Steichen and the Colts, their run is over, as it will be the 14-3 Seattle Seahawks taking on the 12-5 Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. I can't wait. Buffalo, of course, trading away Josh Allen and a really good offense. They bring in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. Full credit to Baker Mayfield and company having a great season in real life, and they look good. I mean, this Bills roster absolutely stacked. The Seahawks, meanwhile, I know the talent from the Eagles offense is overwhelming, and they were traded for. A great move by the Seahawks front office, but you got to give credit to the Seattle defense. Clearly, it's at the championship level it needs to be to get them to this spot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to be unbiased here, but I do think the Seahawks roster in Madden does look better. I mean, that Eagles offense is chock full of mid to high 90 overall players. What do you want? The Seahawks wasted zero time to start the Super Bowl, taking ball, and in just 3.5 minutes, they'd march downfield Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown 4-6 to open the scoring. It took until the second quarter for another score, and unfortunately, Bills fans, it was Seattle again, this time Hurts capping a drive with a TD toss to Devontae Smith. The game was teetering on a blowout in the first half, and just before half, another stalled Bills drive would allow the Seahawks to march Hurts to Brown for a second time. And unfortunately, I'm jumping in just to give us some gameplay. We are witnessing one of the most outstanding oh my gosh, they did it. We jump in to watch one play on Super Sim. Saquon Barkley touchdown. Are you? Wow. I mean, I couldn't have scripted that, literally. The Seattle Seahawks with a transplanted Philadelphia Eagles offense looked simply unbeatable. To be fair, they only won 14 games in the regular season. I mean, I've seen more dominant simulations than that, but come playoff time, it was a perfect 3-0, including an ultimate blowout in the Super Bowl against Baker Mayfield, the Bucs offense, and the Buffalo Bills. Jalen Hurts is just, I mean, it's really ironic considering the conversation around his play in real life this year. He hasn't been great. He is so good in Madden 26, 407 and 5 TDs. AJ Brown, 8 for 199 and 3. Barkley had a touchdown. We saw that one. Devontae Smith had a touchdown. I mean, yeah, it's so over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video concept. I figured it was the next step in this little series we have where I force every team to make a trade. I guess next up, we've got to trade defenses, baby. Will the Seahawks win that video too? I mean, I'd be okay with it.